was alright, I suppose.
It was a decent clink.
Hello! Welcome to MasterCast.
Episode
11!
Wow!
Wow! This one might be a little bit shorter than usual. Maybe we won't crack an hour. We probably will, let's be honest.
Because we can just...
Not much happened this week, and also, I'm kind of ill. I'm not really ill. I'm sort of ill.
Cold.
Just
cold.
like, general illness. It's the worst kind where you just kind of feel shit all the time.
Yeah, well...
So I apologise in advance for being very sniffly today. Because I will be.
Yeah.
And like nothing happened this week.
Pretty much nothing happened.
It's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit bland, really.
Yeah. God fucking...
I mean, some beliefs...
I mean, apart from the Super Bowl, or the big game, because you notice how, like, the Marvel trailers will always be the big game spots, because the NFL is quite stingy in terms of, like, copyright and stuff, so calling it the Super... So they don't call it a Super Bowl trailer, they call it a big game spot.
Oh, right, okay.
Rather than Super... But, like, whatever.
It's the Super Bowl.
It's the Super Bowl.
And everyone in the UK watches the Super Bowl for the Super Bowl trailers.
No one watches the actual Super Bowl.
Because American football's crap.
This is correct.
It's actually rubbish.
Oh, so bad.
We're not even sport, like, heavy as people, but it's just awful.
Just all sport is bad. Apart from chess. Now that's a sport for real men.
Yeah. No, so what?
You want to talk about the Super Bowl trailers then? The big game spots?
The big game
spots. I'll tell you what, we'll come to those in a minute, because just before that happened, like the day after we recorded or whatever, the first trailer for Hobbs and Shaw was released.
Oh boy.
As someone who has not seen any of the Fast and Furious films...
Have you not?
No.
Okay.
I have no investment in this franchise.
Alright.
It looks fun. It looks like it knows what it's going for. I think the trailer was like a minute too long. It probably should have... I think it should have stopped at around when Dwayne Johnson says, this would be like my 4th time saving the world because I'm really good at it. Then I think you should have cut to the title and saved the rest of the stuff for the next one. Although I did appreciate the silent censoring of an F-bomb when he's outside the
lift.
The elevator.
Elevator.
I mean, they say in like the first 5 seconds that Idris Elba's bulletproof. So, you know, what was Fast and Furious supposed to be about? Street racing? Who cares?
They're not beating around the bush with this one. It's
batshit insanity, but it looks fun. So, realistically, I probably won't see this, but...
you know what I think it's going to be?
What do you think it's going to be?
I basically think it's going to be the Aquaman of the Fast and Furious franchise.
Oh, yeah, that sounds real good.
Not in terms
That's
of how
a
much...
great way to sell it to me.
Not in terms of like how much it's going to make,
but
the
it
fact
will make $1 billion. It's Fast and Furious.
Yeah, it's just going to be like funny.
Yeah, it looks fun. It looks fun and confident in its tone, and
I mean, I'm very I've seen everything in the Fast and Furious franchise apart from the latest one, because I just...
The Fate of the Furious.
Yeah, even though there's going to be a Fast 9.
Yeah, of course there is.
I think that's actually going to be the end.
Oh. Speaking of 9, there's been some speculation about the title of episode 9. Anthony Daniels has been tweeting out real cryptic shit. And everyone's like, well, yeah, he's a bit of a...
First off, fuck off the roller C3.
Bit of a prick. No, C-3PO's a whiny asshole anyway. But he's been tweeting like proper cryptic stuff, and everyone's like, "What do you mean? Stop,
Anthony.
What?
Stop,
Mr. Daniels.
Mr. Daniels, either give us something good or get off Twitter."
So people have been there's been speculation about what the title's going to be.
Isn't one going around the balance of the Force?
Yeah, I think that's like the most. I saw one that was like
sounds crap.
Ashes of the Empire. I don't think it'll be that though. The End is one that's actually going around a bit, just calling it Star Wars The End. that'd be a way to get people in to see it.
Yeah. Don't think it will be.
I don't think it will be called The End, but it'd be a ballsy move if they did that. I was reading a thing about some of the. There was one. It was like it'll start with the first word will be like beginning with an R, because episode 6 is return, episode 3 is revenge. So the one that was suggested that I saw was like rebirth of the resistance or rebirth of the rebellion or something.
What about Rise of an Order?
Something like that, you know.
Because I
think a New Order was one that was being thrown around.
I think maybe Rise of an Order, because they keep in fashion with the R thing. Return, Revenge, and then Rise.
Yeah.
I think Rise of an Order would be good, because that would leave a lot of speculation in terms of the title.
Mm.
Because if you think about it, Return of the Jedi...
Yeah.
Well, the Jedi are back now, but
Yeah.
it also didn't mention anything about the Sith getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith...
Yeah.
Well, the Sith did get their revenge.
Yeah, but it didn't.
But it didn't say anything about the Jedi getting fucked.
Getting slaughtered. But...
And Rise of an Order, it could be
Rise
of the Force
Order.
First Order, the Jedi Order coming back, or a new order.
Whoa. I saw one that was like The Last Hope.
I think that's a bit too on the nose.
It's a bit on the nose. And also then you've got a trilogy which is The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Last Hope. It's a bit too similar to The Last Jedi for me.
I don't think you can have a title that's either got The Force or Last or Jedi. It doesn't...
It's too similar.
Doesn't work. Because, what was it? It goes Phantom Menace...
Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, which is a rubbish title. Phantom Menace at least sounds interesting. Attack of the Clones is just misleading.
Yeah.
It's just wrong.
Revenge of the Sith.
It's alright.
That is a good title. That pretty much sums up that film.
Yeah.
In a better way than Attack of the Clones does, really.
Yeah.
A New Hope...
A New Hope is pretty good for a retrospective title, because obviously that was just Star Wars when it first came out.
Yeah, but I think that basically comes from Your Only Hope. So it's a New Hope. And then Empire Strikes Back. Now that is just a title.
It's just...
Because if you've watched the first one, it's just like, what are they going to do after that? And then it's the Empire Strikes Back. It's like, they weren't crippled
to strike
by that.
back.
No, because it's like...
Yeah, because obviously they're not. It's not just the Death Star. That would be ridiculous.
No, but from what you see in A New Hope, it just talks about there's an empire, and we see about 4 Star Destroyers and a Death Star.
And a Death Star, yeah.
That's all we can tell about it so far. But then it comes to Empire Strikes Back, so it's just, hang on a minute, that moon-sized thing wasn't it. There's more.
Oh, I see. They've got... the AT-ATs make no logical sense. They're just not...
No.
Like, realistically, you just wouldn't design something that... It's the weekly ASMR section. Ooh.
No, it's...
How tingly. What a very nice noise.
I think from a lore point of view, they were made to be more terror-inspiring.
Yeah.
And from a design standpoint, they were more resistant to mines. Because they're so high up, because that's how the rebels fought, because they didn't have actually an army, and when they did have an army, it got shit on at Endor. Not Endor, Hoth.
Yeah.
But I think Balance of the Force is a shit title.
I just hope it's not one that's been thrown around before. Like, I was kind of disappointed when the title was revealed for Avengers Endgame, because I really wanted it to be something that no one had suggested, and it wasn't.
To be honest, though, with something like Avengers Endgame, that is a good title. I heard that and I was just like, oh, come on, there is no way they are not calling this Endgame. Because, I don't know how people deciphered Endgame from the picture that Russo put
I saw someone that highlighted it. They were like, it spells out Endgame.
It's a stretch.
It's a stretch, but that's probably what it was.
Yeah. And also, there's the line, we're in the end game now.
Yeah, well, Kevin Feige said in an interview, he was at I think he was at an awards ceremony or something, I don't know, but he basically said that Doctor Strange says that in Infinity War because that was the title of Avengers 4.
Oh, because he's looked into all the future.
Yeah, because they asked him, did you know that the Endgame was going to be the title before you started? And they were like, yes.
Yes,
like, obviously.
That's why Doctor Strange said we're in the end game. But that was a good title. But I think Balance of the Force is a bit too. Because I don't think it.
Well, what kind of thing would you want it to be? Something. Rise of the Order, Rise of an Order.
A bit more striking than Balance of the Force, because there's The Force Awakens, which is just like, ooh.
The Force Awakens is a real good title. I really want.
Yeah, and then there's The Last Jedi.
Yeah,
because like the thing is with the titles of the Star Wars, they kind of have to have a weight to them.
A weight to them, and also like they need to be kind of vague. Yeah,
because I think pretty much the perfect example of that is A Phantom Menace.
Yeah, The Phantom Menace. Yeah.
Because it's just like, oh, it's on about Darth Maul. Yeah, but is it though?
It's not actually on about Jar Jar Binks, but
it's on about Jar Jar Binks, Darth Sidious, and Darth Maul,
and George Lucas.
Of course, yeah. Because maybe even on about Anakin. Ooh.
Oh
No, but like,
who cares?
It's a good title.
Yeah, it's a good title.
Unfortunately, it's
Attack of the Clones is not, but that's neither here nor there.
But to be honest, though, like, what they needed to have, like, the Clone Wars starting somehow, so attack the clones. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, but who do they attack? See, attack suggests, like, that the heroes are being attacked by the clones, but they're not.
Yeah.
The clones are on the good guy's side, so.
But what other title would you suggest for something like that?
I don't know, Paul, alright? I don't...
Yeah, anyway, the thing is that Balance of the Force...
The one with the annoying Boba Fett child.
I don't think Balance of the Force has enough weight and mystery to it to be a good title.
I think one was suggested that was a spark of hope. Maybe.
But again, because... Balancing the Force is something they've been striving for a lot in this trilogy, specifically.
Yeah.
To call it Balance of the Force is just like, well, you could say it's like, oh, it's like calling Avengers Endgame, because like that's what was said in the film, and that's kind of the point of the film. But it's just like Endgame. There's such more weight to it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just one word, it's just Avengers Endgame.
Oh,
that's a title. That is a title. But Star Wars Episode 9, Balance of the Force.
I'd be okay with that. I don't know, I guess...
If it does happen, I'd
like it to be something that no one's guessed, but I suspect even if initially you don't love it, it'll grow on you, because I think I kind of remember being somewhat unsure about The Last Jedi the first time I heard that title, but it's a pretty decent. It's like Spider-Man Far From Home. I was like, why the hell are they calling it that? That title's kind of grown on me since.
Yeah. I mean, well, let's wait for Episode 9 to find out. That'd be fun.
But the title's supposedly dropping sometime this month. Maybe by the time this goes up, it'll have dropped. Although hopefully it should be up as of when we're filming this tomorrow morning. That's what I'm going to try and do. I want to get it up but who knows? That's not. Speaking of Star Wars, also, the Disney bosses or whatever have said that The Last Jedi was a financial success, a commercial success, and merchandising sales went up. So, good job on all the boycotters. You showed them who's boss. Well done, guys. Good job.
I mean, really? Was it ever not going to be a commercial success? It's a mainline Star Wars film.
Now, Solo, that's what you call a commercial failure.
I think that's what you call a studio failure.
I think they should have just waited till December. Just
December it. It's not hard. December is Star Wars month.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue that May is Star Wars month, really, because May the 4th, but it's a bit too on the nose. No, it's too on the nose to release a Star Wars film in May, isn't it? Your hands are really cold.
Are they? Okay.
Freezing.
For context, I just started stroking his arm.
Just to shut me up. But
That's not. I mean, I wasn't going for his arm originally.
We have said that Solo should have been released at a different time because it was just awful.
We always have a lot to say about Solo, don't we?
Yeah. But
it's fine.
Episode 9.
It's just fine. It's just
9
alright.
Should be good. Episode 8 was divisive, but really...
But still good. Fight me. I'll
no,
cage fight anyone who disagrees.
Okay.
That's a promise.
You're probably going to die.
It's not. A Super Bowl. What were you going to say?
Who even won the Super Bowl?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Okay.
It's a Super Bowl trailer, the big game spots. What do you want to talk about first?
Captain Marvel.
Oh, yay, my favourite.
Yeah.
Just looks
It does
bland. It just looks bland.
Apart from the fact that there are a lot of colours in it, it just does.
There's
bland.
There's nothing in Captain Marvel. Maybe if the trailers were 90% Clark Gregg, I'd be more inclined to really want to go and see this film. But I mean, I'm going to see it anyway.
I'm probably going to see it anyway.
Obviously, and it's not a sexist thing of like I don't like it because of women.
Women.
No, it just looks not very good.
Yeah, I think because the character of Captain Marvel itself is cool.
Yeah,
it's just undeniably cool. It's just like what happens if you just basically get someone who can survive in space and shoot fire and shit.
I think she's supposedly like the most powerful character in the MCU like ever, or the most powerful hero at least that we've ever seen. It's like, well, shit.
I think that is actually what she's like in the comics as well, because she's like a sort
she's
of
incredibly powerful. She's going to play a big part in Endgame, we know that, even though she's not in the trailers. She's almost definitely been edited out.
She's a pseudo-leader of the Avengers in
so this movie has to succeed, and currently it just kind of looks... I saw a fan edit where it was... what's the song called? Danger Zone, is it?
Top Gun.
It was probably from Top Gun, yeah.
Okay.
And they just laid that over it, and you could still kind of hear the music especially in the end when it starts being like. My voice is not in a good place today, is it? It probably sounds more nasally than normal, and I didn't think that was possible.
No, but like the thing is that the Captain Marvel thing. Captain Marvel, cool character, should be a good film.
The cat is called Goose. It's a reference to Top Gun. Because in the comics, the cat's called Chewie.
As in a reference to...
Chewbacca, I believe, yeah. But they've renamed the cat to Goose in homage to Top Gun.
I mean, that's cool.
Alright?
Yeah,
but,
right. If the trailers are misleading, I will be very happy.
I just hope that it's a case of bad advertising for a good film. In the same way that, like, the Suicide Squad marketing was
brilliant advertising.
Pretty good. I mean, it was inconsistent, but it was good, and the movie was not. I could rant for days about Suicide Squad. I won't.
Isn't there going to be a Suicide Squad?
I don't want to talk about it.
Remake with James Gunn?
Oh no, it's a sequel that James Gunn is writing or directing or both, maybe, and it's called The Suicide Squad. Because that's not confusing at all.
You know what? I hope he does it properly.
You know what? I hope that Marvel rehire him, but that will never happen.
Anyway, the Guardians 3 is going ahead anyway, so...
Yeah, but they don't know who. They don't know who's going to
if I had to
do
say,
it. It's like on hold.
If I had to say, pick anyone,
Taika said he's not doing it. Taika Waititi said he's not doing it.
Is that out of respect for James Gunn?
Probably because, anyone with a fucking brain cell is respectful of James Gunn.
Do you think it's all the Marvel directors just going, nah?
There was a thing on Twitter where it was about directors for Guardians 3, and it was either Taika Waititi, or it was Taika Waititi. I think it was Chris Miller from Lord and Miller, Edgar Wright, and Sean. So one of them, I think it was Edgar Wright. He was like, "Oh, here's a suggestion." It was like 5 directors who should do Guardians 3 or whatever, and then Edgar Wright was like, "Oh, I'd throw this one in." James Gunn, and then I think it was. Yeah, I don't know. I think Taika Waititi was like, "Oh yeah, that would be." I agree with that or something. Yeah. Then like Chris Miller comes in with it'd be a good fit tonally, and then Sean Gunn pops up with he'd be able to bring like a emotional aspects to the first. James Gunn would be able to bring an emotional aspect to Guardians 3 that James Gunn wasn't able to bring to the first 2 films. And they're all just rehired, but like they can't now. They're too far gone. But it's like you've set such a precedent. I'm kind of glad that this podcast didn't exist when that happened, because it would have been an entire episode of me just ranting about it. You know when that happened, I was ranted. We had many discussions, me and you, about that.
Just rehire.
It's the fact that you set the precedent of it. It's like, he did a bad thing in the past. Doesn't matter that he's changed. We'll just fire him. What's that? Robert Downey Jr. did some dodgy stuff. But he's Iron Man, so we can't fire him. I'm
fairly certain the dodgy things that Robert Downey Jr.
He just made bad jokes. Like,
infinitely worse.
They're crap. They're tasteless. They're not good jokes. They're not funny.
If anything, I think James Gunn would be ashamed of it.
I think he definitely is ashamed of it. And now he's working for DC.
Come on,
just make original films, mate. Don't even...
Do an Edgar Wright. And just make your own stuff.
Yeah.
That's the best thing for him to do right now. More Super Bowl!
Oh yeah, because we were talking about the Captain Marvel trailer and then stopped because it was boring.
Imagine if James Gunn did Captain Marvel.
It probably wouldn't work, but it'd be a damn sight more interesting than what we're getting, it looks like.
What about if Taika did it?
I just hope... What about if like someone with a fucking personality did it? What? You know there's 2 directors for this.
Is there?
Yeah,
it's a
man and a woman. I don't know. Well, you said that about the Russo brothers.
Okay.
Made like the 3 best films. Although I think Civil War's overrated. It's good, but I think it's a little bit overrated.
I like Black Panther.
I love like Black Panther.
Good film. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I won't say it's the best one, man.
It's not. It's alright. Michael B. Jordan, I saw a thing today. Michael B. Jordan went to therapy after Killmonger because he shut himself out. He like pushed everyone away and he like locked himself out of like feeling love. He got really into it and then went to therapy afterwards because he was like so in it, and he said it helped him out a lot. So just because you're a bloke doesn't mean you can't go to therapy. You should. It's good for you.
I think that's a good sign for actors, really.
Yeah.
Not the fact that they have to go to therapy.
Yeah, not the fact that they have to go to therapy.
But the fact that he takes the role so seriously.
And then it's like, there's, just because it's a bloke doesn't mean you should, like...
Hide
your emotions and not address them and stuff.
Because I think that's what all actors should do.
Yeah.
Not to severe extents, because that has like damaging effects. Because there's like Heath Ledger.
Although
his like psyche. As
the jury's still out as to whether or not it was the Joker that drove him to do that. But
to be honest,
it will have undeniably been a part of it.
Yeah. If not maybe the catalyst. But I think that they should take the role so very seriously. Because there's the examples of people getting weight training and whatever and getting super in shape for roles like Chris Pratt. He got super in shape for his role as Star-Lord, which is insane.
Christian Bale's gimmick is that he can just change his body shape.
What?
On the drop of a hat.
He's gone from anorexia to...
Well, he did Batman Begins, then The Machinist way was like anorexia.
Yeah.
Then went and did Dark Knight and bulked up again. In fact, I think it was Batman Begins. He bulked up so much it was too much. He then had to lose some of it.
Oh, okay, because he that wasn't kind of the aesthetic of Batman they were going for. Yeah, but that is kind of like that sort of role preparing. I think who's another good method actor? Is it Daniel Day-Lewis?
Daniel Day-Lewis is
he proper gets
like the most infamous. And then the shitty method actors, like I just got a notification. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Jared Leto. I went method as the Joker. No, mate, you sent dead rats in a box of bullets and used condoms to people and used method acting as an excuse to be a fucking weirdo. That's not method acting. That's just being a twat.
That's not how you method act the Joker.
And there are people who are like, if you need to get that deep into the character, how much of an actor are you really? But it's like, well, I can kind of see where people come as a thespian myself.
I do acting on the side. So,
I can all right, Paul. Whatever.
as pseudo thespians.
Yeah, we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll buy that?
Yeah.
Yep.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. I can kind of see where that's not acting if you have to do, but it's like, well, all right then, you did it. And it's not about I can't portray, so I've got to live like this. Well, no, it's what it is.
I think acting is not so much getting so deep into a role that you can lose who you are. It's retaining yourself and also sort of being this other person at any given point.
Yeah.
Because as soon as the camera stops rolling, you can just be cup of tea.
That's exactly what all actors are. Camera stops rolling. Sylvester Stallone. Camera stops rolling. Want a cup of tea? Ooh, that was a rough Arnie.
Cup of tea. No,
get to the kettle.
No, because that's I think the kind of
it's
thing.
Not my best Arnie impression. I've done better Arnie.
I think that's the kind of thing of acting. It's not just getting that deep into a character. It's being able to do that for a multitude of things.
Yeah.
Like understanding the human emotional range.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the Super Bowls. Yeah.
Basically, we don't really like the Super Bowl stuff.
We've still got stuff to talk about. Are we moaning? Toy Story 4 looks atrocious. The thing is, I'm very much a believer in a trilogy of films.
Yeah.
Which has probably been cultivated by the MCU. Very Iron Man 4 has been on the cards since 2013 and has not happened because Kevin Feige
is a
trilogy man. Thor 4 looks increasingly more likely, and I hope they can do Thor 4 but don't call it Thor 4. Just do a
sort of how Captain America Civil War is technically an Avengers film, but
it's Avengers 2.0. Yeah. Like how Thor Ragnarok is pseudo Planet Hulk.
So what would you?
Or just how about now? Bear with me. Let's pretend that Thor: The Dark World never happened because it's crap.
I like this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where's the Red Infinity Star? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Red Infinity Star.
It was just there. All right. It doesn't matter.
It's just there.
Oh, that's literally the Iron Man 2 I enjoy because Sam Rockwell's great. Incredible Hulk is good. It's okay. I think it would have been better if it had Mark Ruffalo in it, but beggars can't be choosers. Thor: The Dark World just really irritating. On a personal I don't know why I hate it as much as I do. I just do.
Do you want to know why I think Thor: The Dark World is kind of crap?
Why?
It's a waste of potential.
Yeah.
Because, they've got big name actors.
You know they were going to... Yeah. Well, Christopher Eccleston is not the biggest name, but they've got the guy who plays Killer Croc in Suicide Squad. That's how you know it's going to be good. Yeah. We got a guy from Suicide Squad. We got Natalie Portman, who very obviously doesn't want to be here. But look, Tom Hiddleston, so like the film.
Chris Hemsworth, Anthony Hopkins, Idris Elba.
Anthony Hopkins, who also doesn't want to be here.
No, because he's too good.
Not anymore, he just takes paycheck roles.
Pretty much.
An actor who's too good, who's that level, like, he could choose whatever he wanted and he goes for Transformers The Last Night. Like, he just doesn't give a shit anymore. It's like Bruce Willis doesn't give a toss anymore. He only... apparently he only showed up for like 5 days for Glass. Most of the budget of that film will have gone to his salary, and they had to get him because he did Unbreakable, and he's just increasingly difficult to work with because he just doesn't care anymore. It's like, well, fucking...
And the contrast of that, people keep on counting out James Earl Jones. Stop it, leave him alone.
Just let him rest. He's fragile.
He's an old man.
Oh, we upset people with Star Wars Episode 8. Let's get geriatric Billy D. Williams.
Leave them alone.
I'm still sticking by my my theory that Finn is actually Lando's secret son.
What about
It's not. It's not racist. It's not. I promise, it's not racist.
What about?
Although there is the Robot Chicken. There's a Robot Chicken sketch where it's like the nerd character is like ends up in the Force Awakens, and he's like BB-8, and it's when they're in Jakku, and they're running to the Millennium Falcon or whatever, and he's like asking all these questions, and he brings up like Finn being like Lando's son or Mace Windu's son, he's like, is that racist? It feels kind of racist because they're the only black characters in Star Wars.
Wait, Finn.
Yeah.
Is Lando's son.
Yeah.
And Lando is Mace Windu's son.
Oh my god. Are there any other black characters in Star Wars?
Let's think. Nope.
Tosin Cole is in The Force Awakens. He is I think he's an X-Wing pilot.
Okay.
There's 4 black characters in Star Wars. It's better than no black characters in Star Wars.
Wait, what about the...
You know, Billy D. Williams was originally going to be Han Solo, and then they just made him white because it was the 70s.
Resistance captain of one of the ships. Wasn't he black?
I don't know.
I think they might...
I don't know. Rogue One is the one where it's the most very obviously culturally diverse.
I think that's the best portrayal of...
Girl! Hispanic man? Diego Luna's Hispanic, isn't he?
He is Hispanic.
Asian.
Yep.
Baze Malbus, what nationality is he
Baze,
also?
Baze and Chirrut, I'd say
They're
more
both,
Oriental.
Yeah, Oriental, Asian, I don't know.
I think that's an English thing saying Asian.
Bodhi Rook, who is Muslim, I believe. Indian.
Yeah.
British Indian.
And then Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk, because... Fine, he's CGI. It doesn't... Oh, Forrest Whitaker.
Let's just say it like this. Rogue One. I think Rogue One was pretty much the best portrayal of a rebel sort of thing as you can get. Really.
It was really great until that bloody twat C-3PO showed up.
Oh, dear. Anthony Daniels, you make
Weren't we supposed to be talking about Toy Story 4?
Something like that, but with
Toy Story... the thing is, Toy Story 3 was such a definitive ending. Toy Story 4 has to prove why it deserves... It should exist. And so far, it hasn't.
No.
Everything I've seen of that film has just irritated, it's just pissed me off.
Yep. I went to go and watch Toy Story 3 in the cinemas.
I think I might have seen Toy Story 3 in the cinema. I don't know.
Basically, it was a fucking good film.
Yeah. It
was really good.
But they don't even look like toys anymore.
No,
they look more like toys in the 1995 version.
Oh, it's just...
That's over 20 years old now. It's 24 years old this year.
Good God.
Mm-hmm.
Toy Story 4, prove your worth, then I'll accept you. Until then, you're like Thor the Dark World.
Some would say worse. I wouldn't, because I hate Thor the Dark World. The Twilight Zone, I think it's a CBS series
It is going to be.
I think there was a thing for like this anthology series, something that Guillermo del Toro was doing, scary stories to tell in the dark. They got a couple of Super Bowl spots, but I haven't seen them and I don't care about them, so we're just... I don't know why I brought that up. The Twilight Zone. Are you familiar with the original Twilight Zone?
I haven't got a bloody clue.
That you could have just said no. The Twilight Zone was 30s, I think, 30s or 40s. It's like Black Mirror, like the classic Black Mirror. It was like kind of horror thriller anthology.
Okay.
And it's being remade as a new series on CBS, I believe.
I will admit that big GameSpot,
The big GameSpot
trailer thing that you made me watch before this.
Yeah, I did make you watch it.
Oh, that looked good.
I mean, it's got Jordan Peele, who is an incredibly
Talented man.
Yeah,
Very talented.
up and coming, kind of up and coming. Just in terms of, Get Out and then Us.
Very mainstream.
Yeah.
Thing.
I think the narration is some of it is cribbed directly from the original narration of because it was presented by the same guy every episode, the original Twilight Zone. And then when he walks through the door, the music that plays, that's the original Twilight Zone. So,
see, I have heard that music before. Yeah. It's just...
It's like the X-Files theme. Everyone's heard it.
I never watched the X-Files.
That one, with the alien.
Illuminati
You've probably... Yeah. It's the Illuminati music. It's the X-Files theme tune.
Yeah.
I've never seen the X-Files either.
Yeah. Can't be asked.
But it looks interesting. I probably won't watch it because it's on CBS and
I'll watch it.
Also I'm a pussy.
Also, isn't something awesome great coming out tomorrow?
Is it tomorrow?
I believe it's tomorrow. The Lego Movie 2, isn't it? February the 8th?
Yeah. Is it February the 8th?
I think it might be. If I'm wrong, I might actually hit myself.
Maybe by next week we'll have seen it. But don't count on it though. Probably not. Probably in 2 weeks we'll give you our thoughts on that. Because I'm interested to see it.
Aha! February the 8th, 2019. It is tomorrow.
Yes, it is. Or today. Or yesterday. Or 2 days ago. Or 3 I could go on.
Basically...
And I will. Or 4 days ago.
Basically, I intend to have watched it by next
podcast
episode.
Next podcast we'll be doing a day earlier though, recording a day earlier.
Yeah, okay.
So you best get on that quick then.
Okay. Alright. I don't think I'm doing anything this weekend.
Let us know if you're doing it when you're thinking I might join you in that. Potentially. Oh, there's a little teaser for probably next week. Why have we not talked about the Avengers Endgame spot yet? Are you just brushing over that then? That's not important, is it?
I don't think much needs to be said about it other than the fact it's good.
It is good. It's almost definitely had things edited out.
Oh yeah.
It's out. I sort of think, the shot of the poster where it's like, where do we go now that they're gone?
I don't think I've seen that.
It's in the fucking Endgame Super Bowl spot.
Yeah.
The big game spot. Were you even watching?
Yeah, kind
of. I give up. Fucking hell. But there's a poster which it says, where do we go now that they've gone? And I saw on Twitter at the _master_cast.
Okay.
Put that in.
MasterCast official on Instagram.
Just if you're interested.
Flawless plugs.
Absolutely flawless. Although we've ruined the effort. I saw someone had put the Netflix Defenders on because they're all getting cancelled. Surprisingly, The Punisher hasn't been cancelled yet. And Jessica Jones Season 3 is coming out sometime in summer. I've still not seen Daredevil Season 3 or Punisher Season 2 yet. I promise I'll get on that soon. I've got a lot of stuff to do, but I will hopefully, probably not next week, but the week after.
I saw something rather funny about The Punisher. It was like, because most of the fight scenes get uploaded to YouTube.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing like a funny little thing on Instagram. It's just a clip of The Punisher basically he's dying.
Yeah.
But it's the lower his HP gets, the more damage he does. And it's just, he's bleeding and holding wounds, and he's got a gun, and he's just tearing about 7 guys a new asshole.
Yeah.
It's just like, well,
the Punisher is brutal. The Punisher is absolutely brutal.
He's just a bloke as well.
Yeah. The Punisher season 1 is one of the most brutal things I've watched just in general. It's fucking mental how brutal.
The thing is, even in the comics, the Punisher is just insanely brutal because he's just a dude.
Yeah, he's just a man who's. He fought in Vietnam in the comics, and obviously they've changed that a bit.
To get to modern times.
Yeah, but so I think he said in Afghanistan in the Netflix shows, but
actually it's probably more like Iraq and the Gulf War or whatever.
Yeah, I think there's a clause on the Netflix characters that they can't use them. Disney can't use them for 2 years. I might have mentioned this on here before. I feel like I have. But I suspect that they'll come back on Disney Plus, and 2 years that's fine.
It's more than enough time to get some good stuff out.
Marvel's got loads to do within 2 years. I mean, they're getting Fox, so
oh god, yeah.
They're getting the Fantastic Four and X-Men.
They are going to have.
I swear to God,
work.
we better. It looks like we're getting a new Wolverine. I really don't want a new Wolverine. Just leave it alone. Can we just have a good Cyclops first, please? Is that too much to ask?
That's a good point. You have more than enough.
Can we get a good Angel?
There's more than enough X-Men to build a good, strong team without Wolverine.
Yeah, or like a good Banshee, or just not Wolverine. Just don't do Wolverine. Have you seen the thing? You probably haven't. Oh, you might have done. The social media truce between Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds.
Well, the truce.
They had a truce on social media, and they agreed to do adverts for each other's products. So, Ryan Reynolds' aviation gin. And Hugh Jackman's coffee. I can't remember what it's called. Some like Strong Band's coffee. I don't know.
I didn't even know Hugh Jackman had a coffee, but I knew Ryan Reynolds was.
Yeah, so they release a thing on social media. They're sat there and they present it, and Ryan Reynolds has done this great advert. This really great advert, and then Hugh Jackman's like, man, it's not quite ready, but he's like, no, just show it. And he sat there at a table, and he goes, Ryan Reynolds is and then it's just bleeped. It's all bleeped. And then he goes, the gin's pretty good though, you have to try it. And then gets it all like he's going to take a swig out of the bottle, and just tips it over and pours it on a table, lies it down, and just looks at the camera for an uncomfortably long amount of time. And then it ends, and they're like, well...
Oh, that is great.
Oh. Avengers Endgame, what are your theories? What's your hot take? Where do you think Thor is? Where do you think Rocket is?
Thor?
Who do you think's been edited out?
For a start, I reckon quite a lot of the characters have just been edited out.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel's definitely been edited out.
Yeah, I think that walking shot, she's definitely been edited out. Because there's a space between... I think it's War Machine and like Ant-Man or Black Widow or whatever.
Yeah, and that walking scene is just like, yeah, there is someone missing from
There's
that.
definitely someone missing.
Because you wouldn't walk like in a group like that. There's too much of a gap. It's just like, that's not natural for humans.
Yeah.
Which I think they could have shot it
and
there.
the bit on like the field, like outside Avengers Mansion, where it's Steve, Natasha, Bruce and Rhodey. And there's like a space between Bruce and Rhodey, isn't there?
It's just you could have like, and actually in the film just maybe like move them so you could just add them on the end. That would have been better. Yeah,
it's like how they did it with Civil War. The Civil War trailers, when it was like the close-up shots of the teams, they removed Spider-Man and brought Black Widow and War Machine closer, so that it didn't look like there was a space missing.
If it doesn't look like there's a space, that's very good.
Yeah.
If it doesn't look like there's a character missing, that's very good. If it does look like there's a character
Who knows?
missing, I have very little doubt that there are
it's a good trailer. It's a good edited trailer. They're matching up to like the gunshots and the stuff, and
it's great.
And the fact that they don't even bother with their title because they're like, you fucking know what it is, and you're gonna go and see it. It's gonna make $7 billion. So what is the point?
Because like, I've seen a lot of things about the Endgame sort of stuff, and Thor. Where is Thor? For a start, he's not at the farm. That is, it's just not Thanos' farm.
It's just not, is it?
No. There's no way in hell it's Thanos' farm. I think he's just...
No one knows where that is. Why would he... Why? It looks kind of Wakandan to me, that Mickey Mouse hut.
That's... do you know what I got...
He's walking away from the Disney office. That's why it looks like Mickey Mouse.
I got
he's been to the Disney bosses and gone, can I have a fourth Thor film, please?
I kind of get the feeling he's just still in Wakanda.
I find it weird the fact that like the MCU is so far removed from the comics now that they've just completely buggered Thor to the point where they're like, fuck it, let's just do our own version. What's that? It's just give him shorter hair. Just give him a different hammer axe thing.
It's sort of, some of his powers are like hybrids from different like old King Thor.
But it's just his personality and like the way he acts and stuff and the way he talks. It's nothing like the comics.
It's just Marvel Thor.
Yeah,
this is Marvel Thor, and it's a well done incarnation of Thor.
Yes,
I don't think they could have managed to do standard comic Thor in the Marvel universe because it's just a bit too. Yeah. They
tried, and no one liked it.
Yeah.
Because they made Thor the Dark World. And that went well. Did anything else happen this week? We got a review.
We got a review?
Yeah, I've showed you this.
Oh, was it the Castbox one?
It was kind of a review. It was from
Sarah Brothers.
Yes. It was very nice.
Sarah Bromley,
very nice to read. The
Hi, Mrs. Bromley.
Hello there.
I'm Ethan's friend Paul.
I'm Paul's friend Jonathan. What do we do?
Well, she listens to it. It's nice to say hello.
Thank you for the lovely comments. Share it on your WhatsApp group. She definitely got a WhatsApp group, hasn't she?
I don't think she's got WhatsApp.
Oh, get a WhatsApp group. Share it on there.
No, but it's nice to hear. Nice to hear that we have good chemistry. Oh, thank you very much.
I mean, I don't. I only got like a C, but...
Oh! That was awful.
It
was absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, no, it was.
So has anything happened fairly recently that we can talk about?
I rewatched Infinity War this week. I did.
Oh.
I
rewatched How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh.
And now I really want a dragon. Not even a big one. I just want a dragon.
Like a baby dragon from the first Harry Potter.
No. I don't want a baby dragon.
No, just like a medium-sized dragon. Is that too much to ask?
Have you ever watched How to Train Your Dragon?
No.
Right. Okay, so you got the big black one, which is toothless. He's like a medium-sized dragon.
Yeah.
And then you've got, like, the bigger ones that pretty much everyone else rides.
Yeah.
And then you've got the giant ones.
Yeah.
From How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Phallic symbolism.
Okay.
They're all penis.
And then you've got ones that are like the size of cats and are basically just the cat.
Do you want that one?
I want that one.
You want a cat-sized one?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Either that or just a cat.
Or kitten-sized one?
No, not a kitten.
Like in the first Harry Potter film?
No.
Oh.
I want a dragon the size of Patch. Okay?
You don't want a dragon the size of Patch.
I do want a dragon the size
Patch is my dog, by the way.
Big dog?
I'll probably put a picture on the social media for context.
Yeah,
I've got to show you. There's a picture I took of my dog. I'll have to put this on the social media now. But it's honestly my favourite. My favourite photo that I've got.
Anyway, I was just watching it.
Look at that boy.
Oh, that's adorable.
Very judgmental, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like, what are you doing?
Put that up in a couple of days.
Except,
Something to look forward to.
when does How to Train Dragon 3 coming out?
When does that come out?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Oh.
How to Train Your Dragon 1, good film.
Yeah.
How to Train Your Dragon 2, also a good film.
Yeah.
How to Train Your Dragon 3, is it really necessary?
I think it looks alright. I think people have said it looks alright. I mean, I've not really seen many of it. Actually, no, I did see a trailer in front of, I think it was in front of Fantastic Beasts or something. It was just kind of like, I don't know, it just looked aimless, the trailer.
Do you want to know how to Train Your Dragon 1 finishes?
How does it finish?
Right, How to Train Your Dragon
1.
Wait,
is that the one where he loses a leg?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one where he loses a leg and becomes on par with Toothless, and that, if anything, strengthens their bond.
Yeah.
Okay, and then...
Does Toothless have teeth?
Toothless does have teeth, they're retractable.
What the fuck is the point of calling it? Right, okay, carry on.
Because basically the whole name Toothless comes out because when Hiccup first time finds him, he's got the teeth and he's growling at him. But the next time he meets him, Toothless is more passive and he's retracted all his teeth. And he goes like that to get a fish. He said, I could have sworn you had... And then he just goes, Think! And then eats the fish. So it's teeth.
But
basically...
surely Toothed would be a more appropriate name. It's a shit name.
It's... Right, okay.
Probably still a better name than Balance of the Force, but...
Yeah. So that's how the first one ends.
Star Wars episode 9,
Hiccup
Toothed.
gets recognised, he becomes more like Toothless, they have a great bond, and everything's peachy.
Yeah.
Second one ends with Hiccup becoming the chief of his village because his dad sacrifices himself.
Yeah.
Burke getting rebuilt, which is another island. His mum coming home, whatever. And Toothless becoming the alpha of all dragons.
But this one's got a girl dragon.
Yes, but
it's got a girl dragon for all the girls.
He becomes...
But this one, it's got, and you know, because it's white, and it's got dragon makeup, so it's a girl dragon.
The Light Fury.
Girl dragon.
Okay.
Just a love interest for the boy dragon.
Can I also point something out?
Please point something out.
In the trailers of the third film,
the
bad guy has some dragons working for him that attack Toothless, the alpha of all dragons. Is Toothless's
But
character?
is he really the alpha of all dragons?
Yes.
Or is he just trying to be alpha?
No.
This is why it's phallic symbolism.
No, it's established at the end of the film. Literally, one of the characters say, "Now that's a king." He becomes... The whole plot of that story is there's one alpha, it gets taken over by the bad dragon, and then Toothless beats the bad dragon and becomes the alpha of all dragons.
But
and now he's got dragons attacking him. What happened to the continuity of being the alpha of
What
dragons?
does being the alpha of all dragons actually entail? Is it just a fancy title, or does he have telepathic control over all dragons?
I mean, the other two alphas before him sort of had telepathic control.
Oh right, so it's,
they could kind of... Have you ever watched The Great Wall?
Have I?
No, okay, right. Basically, they had some antenna things on their face, and they kind of vibrated, and they could dominate
phallic symbolism,
dominate the will of another dragon.
Yeah,
and then Toothless at the end of it, he just fires a bunch of fireballs, gets all glowing, rolls at it, and then all the other dragons just go, "I'm not following you, I'm following that one," and then becomes the alpha of all dragons, and all the dragons obey his commands. Basically, How to Train Your Dragon 3 just throws all that in the fucking window.
But it will be better than Toy Story 4.
Yeah, of course it will. Toy Story 4 looks crap.
Toy Story 4 looks worse than Cars 2. Cars 2 is a guilty pleasure film.
Yeah.
Don't try and tell... It is.
Shut up.
Yeah, it is.
Shut up.
Yeah, it is.
Shut up.
Oh, God.
Shut up. The Cars series is a guilty pleasure series of films for me.
Apparently Cars 3 is alright for a Cars film.
Yeah, it's actually not far from it. It's pretty good.
Have you seen Cars 3?
Yeah.
Man.
Just decided not to say anything about it because it's such a guilty pleasure.
It's probably Probably for the best, so you don't get bullied in public.
Yeah.
He's just walking down the street, so...
I love Cars 1.
You love Cars 1?
I do,
you?
Actually.
Why?
Because as a kid, I just loved that film. And then growing up, it was just like... Yeah,
The Cars movies are only made because the fucking toys you can sell to kids. And you can sell Cars toys to kids. I've been there.
Yeah, well, guess what? I have, like, no Cars toys.
You have no Cars toys?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Man.
I have no Cars toys,
That's
but I do
mental.
like the Cars film.
I got the fucking... what's the name of the truck? His truck? Mac. I got that. That was the big one. You get the little diecast cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're sick, and the paint chips off them all, and they're all like silver underneath. So like you start whacking them around each other too much, and they just look shit. But you get that fucking Mac.
So they're not
with
like
the trailer,
Hot Wheels then?
No, they're not Hot Wheels. They were diecast. They were fucking the good ones were.
Okay.
And then you get Mac, which is plastic, and it fucking opens up.
It's got all the cool shit in the trailer.
It's got all the cool shit in the trailer. You put your Lightning McQueen in, you close it up. That was the shit.
I know.
And I fucking got it, and it was great. It was the best.
I know you could get the Dynaco helicopter.
Yeah, but like, who cares?
I wanted that Dynaco.
Well, you wanted that more than Mac?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Oh no.
I had like how many Lightning McQueen? I think I had the main Lightning McQueen. The first Lightning McQueen I got was like the one when he's like all painted up at the end of the first one, where he's like all like crimson, dark crimson.
Oh,
and he like goes on a date with Sally.
Okay.
I think that was the first one I got. Then I got like the normal one. Then I got like the Dynaco one, which had like lenticular eyes.
I'm going to have a little bit of a controversial opinion. I think when he gets all crimsoned up and crimson and white, I don't like it.
I think the normal one's better.
Yeah.
And I didn't get many from Cars 2. I got the important ones. I got Finn McMissile, and I got the purple one. Holly. And I got the evil. What's he called?
Oh God, what is his name?
The little one.
The little tiny one.
The German one. Yeah.
The German professor.
I am evil because I am German. Yeah.
Yes, stereotypes. Yes, love him.
Gotta love him.
No, but like
I got him.
I liked the sort of subtle tweaks for Lightning McQueen what they made for Cars 2.
Yeah.
Because he had a spoiler.
Yeah.
This time, and it was just like, ooh. But then,
do you remember Lego cars when they made cars?
I did remember that.
Do you ever get any of those?
No, because it looked awful.
I got the Lightning McQueen and the mate ones.
I didn't think they looked good.
Oh.
But like the thing is, like I like the little tweaks for it. But then me loving cars and everything, I look at the car lineup.
Yeah.
From Cars 2, I'm just like, okay, that's an F1 car. Those are GT3 cars.
Yeah.
That's a Le Mans car.
Yeah,
that's
but Lightning McQueen's not based on any. He's not a real car.
That's a rally car. And then, like, you go in the first film, and we're just like, okay, those are some stereotypical NASCARs. What are you, Lightning McQueen?
What is it? He's not based because he's the protagonist, so they can't. He's the main character, so like they can't make that. I don't think they could really make him a specific car, but he's just made up.
Yeah, his car shape doesn't look like any other car in existence, and I'm just like...
He's not a real car.
One, that's cool, but two, it infuriates me, because,
You're breaking my immersion!
Because, like, the King...
Yes.
The Dynaco car, he's a Dodge Charger Daytona.
He is a Dodge.
A famous NASCAR.
Yeah. What's Chick Hicks?
Chick Hicks is a Buick Regal, I think.
Oh, I don't know what any of those words
basically... Another kind of stock car type thing. Everything.
Why was there never a Reliant Robin car in the Cars films? Oh, wait, no. Wait,
No, there wasn't.
Wait, is Guido not a Reliant? No,
Guido's not. Not.
No, I'm sure there was a Reliant Robin in there.
There might have been.
I'm pretty sure there was in like Cars 2.
But like, that's one thing that annoyed me about the end of it because they have like Lewis Hamilton as one of the cars.
Lewis Hamilton who voices the car. Lewis Hamilton.
And then there's the American car that he's like mates with or whatever. And it's just like, okay, you're also a GT3 car, even though Lewis Hamilton doesn't drive a GT3 car, he drives a Formula 1 car.
Shut up, yeah?
Oh, I just get irritated by it, sorry.
Yeah, but you've got to appreciate the fact that Finn McMissile has a fucking Aston Martin DB5.
Oh.
And classic James Bond.
You know that evil little tiny doctor car? He's the Isetta.
Oh, he is, isn't he? He's the BMW Isetta.
Yeah.
And the Luigi is the Abarth SSA. SSA, or however you pronounce it.
Basically, those are the meme cars on Forza.
The best meme cars.
The best meme. I feel like we should go back on Forza Horizon 3 with the guys.
I know.
Anyway,
we don't play Forza Horizon 4 as much as we played Forza Horizon 3, isn't it?
No, we don't. But I think we should.
Forza Horizon 3's got a better map. It's more varied. I'm putting it out there. Hot take. Got a better map than Forza Horizon 4.
Because let's face it, at this point, people who'd listen to this kind of thing wouldn't. But Forza Horizon 4, Forza Horizon 3.
No, Forza Horizon 3's got a better map than Forza Horizon 4.
I'll get the other way around, and I don't think I've got anything.
Exactly.
In terms of off-roading, Forza Horizon 4 is better.
Forza Horizon 4, because it's got more verticality to it.
But in terms of...
there's a massive mountain just in the middle of the Horizon 3 map that you can't go up.
It's just like...
What's the point then?
But Horizon 3 was a more fun map.
It's got more varied location. So it's like, here's a city, here's a rainforest, here's a desert, and then Britain's like, here's some fields, and here's some trees, and here's some mountains, and here's Edinburgh.
I like what they did with the seasons. It's just, I think that when the season comes around, it's like all of the map is that season.
Yeah.
I want the mountains to always be a little bit colder on the top. Maybe. Always have it a bit rainy at some point in the map. Yeah. But, you know what? That's a bit too petty, but like, Horizon 3's map was more fun.
Yeah.
And I think the perfect example of how fun the map could be was the Goliath race.
Yeah.
In both of them, because you could compare those two. And the Goliath race with this one, it's like kind of rolling hills, bigger hills, windy stuff.
I don't know how many times I've done the Goliath in Horizon 4, but the one in Horizon 3 is, I think, definitely more memorable.
It is a lot more memorable. Maybe that's because we did it a lot.
Probably because we did it about 20 fucking million times.
But, like, there was one section of the Goliath on Horizon 3, it was just like, oh yeah, the Goliath is a road race, very cheery, very track. Oh no, you're on a beach for about 2 miles.
Yay!
Because it's just like, do you try and maximise on the beach thing? Or do you try and floor it on the roads?
No.
No? I don't know.
No, I don't know. We're playing Batman Arkham Asylum this week.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just felt like it, so I got my because I've got my 360 in my room. Still, because I didn't get the when they remastered Asylum and City a couple of years back. They did Batman Return to Arkham, which I think it launched with like it was kind of buggy and the frame rate lagged and stuff. So and some of the stuff just looked like objectively worse, even for a remaster. Like there's a bit at the start of Arkham City, in the original version, you can see Bruce Wayne reflected in Hugo Strange's glasses, and then you can't in the remaster. I don't think they're like just blacked out.
Well, that's peculiar
for some reason. But so I've been playing that, and it's so good. I think I might even potentially. I mean, obviously, I'm going to get to the city. But I might prefer it to City, just in terms of like the atmosphere. And I think that form of gameplay and stuff works better in the enclosed environment of the island and stuff.
Well, to be honest, I never really got into the Arkham games.
They're pretty well. I mean, you said you weren't interested in Spider-Man PS4,
yeah.
So I don't necessarily know that they'd be for you. And I definitely wouldn't recommend starting off with Arkham Knight.
Yeah,
because of that bloody Batmobile.
I've actually played that as like a demo in a shop.
Oh,
The Riddler tunnel
Ray.
section.
The Riddler stuff is the worst. The Riddler Batmobile stuff is the worst Batmobile stuff I think. Well, apart from the unending tank battles.
I did experience...
Just a Batmobile's just a fucking tank.
I did experience one of them. I was just like...
the thing is, Arkham Knight is written by a different writer to Asylum and City. Asylum and City were written by Paul Dini. I think it was just Paul Dini. It was basically the creators of Batman the Animated Series.
Oh.
That's why you get Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill voicing Batman and the Joker.
Wow, is that where the Batmobile's actually from a Batmobile?
Yeah, and Arlene Sorkin as Harley Quinn in Asylum, who was then replaced by... I don't know why. I don't know whether she passed or... I don't know if she died or if she just didn't want to do any more. But she's... Tara Strong is the voice of Harley Quinn in everything now. So she's the voice of Harley in the other 3 Arkham games and Injustice and stuff. But I prefer Arlene Sorkin as Harley to Tara Strong. Tara Strong is a little bit too whiny
for your life.
For me.
Yeah.
Not in terms of like C-3PO whiny, just like the pitch is a little bit too
high.
I mean, like kind of Arlene Sorkin's more. It's like a softer kind of. I don't know how to describe it. I just prefer Arlene Sorkin. But yes, so Asylum and City were written by like Paul Dini, who just like fundamentally understands Batman. It's like the fact that you can write a story where Joker plans to make an army of people using like a version of using a toxin that's a mixture of Bane's venom and like
Scarecrow's fear gas.
No, it's like poison ivy plant. It's not poison ivy's plant, but it's like a plant mixture. So it's like a mixture of like plant stuff and Bane venom. And he plans to make an army of people out of it, and that's not ridiculous. And you don't go, that's not something that Joker would do.
It's definitely something that Joker
and then
would do.
Origins is written by a different team, but Origins is still pretty good. Origins is about Black Mask, who's not Black Mask, is the Joker, because of we can't have a Batman game without the Joker. So Black Mask, that is Ewan McGregor in Birds of Prey, and he's playing Black Mask.
What?
I am 100 times more excited for Birds of Prey, knowing that Ewan McGregor is playing Black Mask, and also Victor Zsasz is in it.
What? This just got infinitely better.
I know. Anyway,
I might watch it now.
Yeah, I know. I might actually consider it. I mean, I'm not saying I definitely will watch it, but I will consider. But yeah, so Origins is about Black Mask, who's not Black Mask, he's the Joker. He hires 8 assassins to kill Batman on Christmas Eve.
Oh, okay.
So, but then, I mean, they're not really assassins. The assassins are made up of a luchador, which is Bane, Firefly, Deathstroke, that counts, Electrocutioner, who literally gets taken out in one kick. They make it look like it's going to be a boss fight, and it's just it goes to a cutscene and Batman kicks him in the head once and he's down.
Okay.
He's a fucking joke. Deadshot, Copperhead, who in the comics is a bloke who was dressed up as a snake, then got turned into like a snake man, but it's actually in Arkham Origins it is a contortionist woman. So it's alright. How many are on? 5?
A couple of them.
Have I said Deadshot? I feel like
Yes,
I've said Deadshot.
Deadshot.
I said Lady Shiva.
Yeah, I said Lady Shiva.
Have I not?
No.
Lady Shiva.
And then someone else.
And Killer Croc, it must be.
Yeah, Killer Croc then.
Yeah.
Because I would say...
I don't feel like it is though.
2 of them are definitely assassins.
Deadshot and Deathstroke.
Yes.
Lady Shiva, kind of.
Yeah. Just the other ones that are.
And Copperhead is kind of made to be like an assassin.
Which
in this
makes a bit more sense, considering he's a snake.
She.
Oh.
It's a contortionist.
She is a snake.
But she like poisons Batman, and like he almost dies. And they also do like an Alfred death fake out in that game.
Have you watched the Lego Batman movie?
No, but I
need to.
I kind of want to watch all the previous Lego films in anticipation of the Lego Movie 2, because I did see the Lego Movie in cinemas, and I've been wanting to watch it again for 5 years, almost 5 years now.
What?
Came out in August 2014.
No.
Yeah. I've been wanting to rewatch it ever since, and I've never got around to it. Lego Batman Movie is supposedly like one of the best Batman films in years. And the Lego Ninjago Movie is apparently just alright. But I'm still interested to see it.
I watched that film the day after it came out, and it doesn't feel like 5 years ago.
Well, it was August, so it's 4.5.
Still. It feels like 2 years ago.
Have you heard the new Everything Is Awesome? It's literally called Catchy Song, and the lyrics are, "This song's gonna get stuck inside your head."
Fuck it, why not?
I mean, they're not wrong.
They're not wrong. It will get stuck inside our heads.
Yeah.
Smart bastards.
But, yeah.
I think after I watched the Lego movie in cinemas, I watched it like a good maybe 5-6 times.
I've only seen it the once.
Oh, I
really want to watch it again.
I just watched it on Put Locker. I just kept on like replaying it because just like
it's not on fucking Netflix. Why can we not just have the same Netflix as America? Is that too much to ask? Apparently it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point I was making is that Batman Arkham Knight is written by people who very obviously had no hand at all in writing either Asylum or City.
Is it like the people who made Halo 5? Not having any hand whatsoever.
Yeah.
Game.
I mean, not that I've played Halo 5, but
yeah, because it's like sort of what you're describing.
It's a mess. So it's like, because
look, it's Batman.
Because in Asylum, Joker injects himself with the Titan stuff.
I have seen.
And he turns into a massive hulking monster in a really disappointing boss fight. And then in City, because of that, he's dying. And I don't know, it's kind of infamous now. Arkham City ends with the Joker, he dies. He just dies. Batman, you spend like pretty much half after you meet the Joker for the first time. You spend like the entire rest of the game trying to find an antidote, because he infects Batman with his own blood, so Batman is also dying. Batman makes a cure, he gets a cure, has a bit for himself, is going to save Joker, but then Joker gets ahead of himself, stabs him in the arm, and he drops it, and Joker dies. So Batman's cured himself. Then in Asylum, Batman's not cured, and he's... Scarecrow's fear gas inhabits this Joker inside of him, and it's just an excuse to get Mark Hamill back as the Joker.
Leave Mark Hamill alone.
So he's just like a Joker ghost the entire time. Oh, also the Arkham Knight is Jason Todd. I mean, what he's an original character. He's never before. We're really grateful to work with DC and create this original character. It's Jason Todd. It's just Jason Todd, and it's so on the nose. It's the fact that it's like, so you get like bits where Joker will show you visions of like him torturing Jason. How infecting Batman with his blood has allowed Batman to see things that happened when Joker was alive and torturing Jason in the asylum. I don't bloody know.
Blood magic.
I don't know.
Blood magic. Speaking of
and then Batman beats him because he puts him... It's not a good story.
Speaking of blood magic, which is a very common thing of Game of Thrones, did you like the Game of Thrones GameSpot thing?
Yeah, we've still got stuff to bloody... Oh my god.
Did you like it? Did you find it funny?
I thought it was
absolutely
insane.
Bloody
if you don't know what we're talking about, there was an advert,
Bud Light trailer.
A Bud Light Game of Thrones. It's the fact that it was like... So it was a jousting match, which Paul tells me is a reference to the first jousting match in season 1 or whatever. I don't know. I don't watch Game of Thrones.
Where the mountain jousts someone and basically murders him.
and it's like a Bud Light advert.
It's the
for
Bud
Game
Light.
and it ends in like Game of Thrones, the final season, and then the last shot is like a dead Bud Light.
It's the Bud
The
Night.
Bud Night.
The Bud Night and hashtag for the throne. I think it's perhaps the greatest alcohol commercial I have ever
It's
seen.
mental. I don't understand it. It's not even an alcohol
Do
commercial.
you know what it is?
What is it?
Do you know, it's on par with Jean-Claude Van Damme sitting on a mountaintop in denim, just talking about his nipples and coastline. That's what it's on par with. Because God damn it, I love those.
Some adverts really go for like, this is what it is. Some adverts like kind of don't even try. They just go for making it memorable.
Yeah.
We did in my media. The last thing we did was adverts, and ours was for grapefruit flavored water. And you can't really advertise like flavored water in a unique way. So we just went for like the memorability. That's not even a word.
Did you throw a grapefruit at someone's head? Did you go?
No.
This is what it's like to drink grapefruit water.
I didn't throw a grapefruit at someone's head. I got a grapefruit thrown at my head.
Oh right, okay.
And then I chased the grapefruit, which came alive with some sentience through camera angles and reverse shots. And then I drank the grapefruit water, which was actually strawberry water, and I fucking hate strawberries.
Do you know what you should have done? You should have just parodied the how it feels to chew 5 gum, and just gone how it feels to drink this.
It was only 30 seconds. You know how hard it is to make a 30-second advert and like get any sort of narrative or story in there? It's incredibly difficult.
That's why you should have just parodied the how it chew.
You know what, Paul? Why don't you buddy do it then?
No.
Look at that. We've made it to an hour and 16 minutes already.
Great.
Mental, isn't it?
Anyway, the Bud Light commercial is
Yeah.
very funny. It references basically every season of Game of Thrones, and it's just got a dragon at the end.
That's
of
my
it.
favourite bit of the season of Game of Thrones, where they all just drink Bud Light. Great. Are you gonna go and buy? I mean, are you going to ask your parents to buy you some Bud Light?
No, because they've got some standards.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
What? Do you drink Bud Light?
No.
Exactly.
That's not the point. I don't drink at all. I abide by the law.
Yeah, I'm abiding by the law.
Shut up,
He's
alright?
a
That's
private
not
resident.
the point. Alright? No. I drink
Both do
real.
it.
We started off this podcast drinking Guinness.
Exactly.
Do you remember when we said we were going to do that every week? And now
Yeah,
we just
no, I think
now we just drink tea.
I think if we actually...
Very
I
British.
think if we did have a beer every time we did this, we'd actually not stop at one and just keep on going, and we'd get so pissed drunk.
Eventually we should do that.
Just do it.
One of these days, when we hit like a decent milestone of an episode, we'll do a drunk. If we can get the audience numbers up.
Yeah. Share it around.
Share it on your WhatsApp group.
Don't
Just do it.
antagonise.
Shut up.
If you want more people to listen to it, please do share it. It means a lot.
It would mean, yeah, lots and lots.
It would mean...
That sounds very disingenuous, doesn't it?
It would mean all the things.
All of them. You think of the things? That's what it would mean. Not that. Aye, no. Not
Bad.
that. Disgusting. Not that either. But everything else, that's what it would mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think on that...
on
that bombshell...
Follow us on Twitter at _master_cast and Instagram at MasterCastOfficial for updates and funny pictures of my dog. I'll put it on in a couple of days.
Okay.
I'll put it
in the patch.
Pictures of, and that's that. So let me just. Hopefully, my sort of illness
Will disappear.
hasn't been too distracting today, but
I don't know, it probably like my illness the other week,
yeah.
which wasn't too bad.
No, it wasn't. I think that's what this is. I think I've caught this off you.
Ah, shit.
Twat.
Well,
Okay, well...
I caught it off... I don't know who caught it off. Caught it off someone.
Oh, yeah. Pass the blame around.
Yeah, that's how,
that's
how illnesses
That's
work.
how. Yes. Okay. Well, this was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, we started it by talking about the Super Bowl. In the middle,
And then
we didn't talk about the Super Bowl, and at the end, we're talking about disease.
And still somehow the Super Bowl for an hour and 20 minutes.
Hell yeah. We didn't even watch the Super Bowl.
No, that's not... It was the big game. I don't know what you mean, this big game.
Shit. That's what it was.
Oh,
It was
no.
shit. I don't even know the teams that were playing.
I don't even care the teams that were playing.
Do you reckon we can finish it on a nice round 1 hour 20?
On YouTube it puts it like a second.
Okay, we've got to do it.
Oh, okay. Bye-bye.